Alright everybody, how's it going? So today I want to take a little bit of time to cover price action because I genuinely think it's one of the most important concepts you guys will learn in trading. So I want to take a little bit of time to go over what it is, how it works, and how I kind of use it for my trades, especially the break of structure for rally gap. Alright? So what even is price action? So price action is basically when we take a look at how the candlesticks are moving, and that's going to tell us basically everything we need to know about the market. Alright? So if I take a look at the candles, it will kind of tell me how price is moving, where we're reacting well, everything that really goes into every single trade. We're all going to be able to see that through price action. All right. So when we take a look at the price action candles, all right, the first thing I take a look at is what sort of candle we're getting. All right. So the candle has two parts. One of them is going to be the wick, which is this long little black line right here. And then the body, which is this little green part right here. So both of those are something that I keep on watch because they're very, very important to understand how the market wants to move. All right. So, the strongest candle we're going to get in the entire market is going to be this first one right here, all right? Which is just a full body. It doesn't have wicks to either side. It's just a clear, very simple candle with no wicking, nothing at all, all right? So, if I see this candle, this is my ideal one. This is what I want to take a trade off of. It's going to be the strongest possible setup we can play, all right? Now, the second strongest setup we're going to get is this one right here, all right? Which has a very long wick to the downside. And then price reverses and closes the candle green. All right. So these two are my favorite ones right here. All right. These two candles are going to be the most perfect ones. If I see this on a setup, A+, definitely no doubt. I would love to play this trade. All right, guys. So that one right there, absolutely love it. This one right here, also love it. All right. So now we're getting into our neutral candle. And what makes these candles bad? All right. The main thing I want you guys to understand is that the candles' wicks are what tell the story. The candle's body isn't as important as the wick because the wick is showing you where price had the strongest reactions. All right. So in a situation like this, we had a very strong reaction to the downside, but it shows me that the sellers were not strong enough to push this candle back down. All right. So forget the green candle body for a second. Just focus on the wicks. The wicks are telling me that in this case, we're balanced, right? Price moved up, sellers brought it right back down. We show a wick. And in this case, we had buyers also push it up with a strong wick. So in this case, the candle's balanced. We don't have a simple direction to really tell me that, hey, we're going to move stronger or we're going to move weaker. I don't have an idea here. All right. If you compare that to this one right here, it's a very clear buying to the downside. The wick is very long. We don't have a wick to the upside. So this indicates that we have a lot of strength. All right. Now, on to the worst possible candle. So if I see this one, even though it's a green candle, I do not want to play this. This is indicating a lot of weakness. All right. So take a look at this. We have a green candle body. But what this candle actually is let's say it opens bullish like this. All right. But as the actual candle goes on, all right, this is what happens. We turn the body from a strong candle all the way into a wick like this. All right. So what that means in simple terms is basically that price had so many sellers attack the move up that we were just not able to hold it. All right. And that is what that wick is telling me right over here. Is that clear? So the big thing that I really want to focus on with price action is understanding the wicks. That's what the whole point of this entire thing is, to give you guys a better understanding that it's not just the body of the candle that matters. And also on top of that, we're not just going to be taking any trade with a candle that shows us a reaction, right? It has to be one of these two ideally for us to be like, this is a perfect setup. I can play this with a lot of confidence. All right. So that is the one for our bullish one. Let's go ahead and take a look at our bearish one as well and see kind of what that looks like to give you guys a better idea to both sides. All right. So similar to how we were looking on the opposite end, same exact thing over here. The wicks are going to tell you the stories for every single candle. All right. If I'm looking to play to the downside, the strongest candle I can get is a no wick full body candle, meaning that no buyer stepped in, nothing happened. It was just a straight rejection right after each other. All right. So that's number one. That's very clear. All right. Now, number two, what I look for is going to be this wick right over here. All right. So what this candle shows me is that we initially opened bullish. So this candle looked something like this. All right. So this candle came in and it was a strong candle. Okay. So let's say this was a green candle right here. And then what happened eventually is that was a wick and we flipped to the opposite end. So that shows me that buyers tried to get a push, but the market just slapped it right back down. We were not able to hold at all. All right. Now, that's the ideal ones again, number 1 and 2, same way we were just on the bullish one. For bearish, we want to look for setups like this. All right. Now, for number 3, again, neutral candle because you have wicks that are equal in size and the candle body is red. So this means absolutely nothing. This doesn't mean that the price is strong. It also doesn't mean that it's weak. So we can't do anything here. All right. And then let's move on to our least weak candle again. Is going to be a candle that first opens red, like this. And then what happens as we're going on, price ends up just reversing back up. So those sellers could not hold it all. All right. That is going to be the worst possible setup to play short off of. Okay, this is the best one. This is second best, third best, and fourth best. All right. So in terms of price action, the main thing to really take into account, guys, is the wicks are our main focus. And the best candles are going to be these ones that indicate in the same direction. All right. So with that being said, I want to take a look at a few examples of real trades that I've taken using price action and kind of how I identify good ones and bad ones, so you guys get a little bit of a better understanding. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at our first example that we really have, which is going to be on Amazon. All right. So if you guys know, I trade the break of structure fair value gap, which in my opinion is the best entry model you guys will ever find. But what we have right here is a very simple break of structure fair value gap. All right. Price gets a very strong break. All right. And then we come into the fair value gap and we get a very nice rejection. So what does this candle show me? All right. What I can see on a candle like this is that price first initially opened bullish, right? Because I see a top wick. So it initially opened bullish into a fair value gap, and it shows me a sign that, you know, buyers are maybe strong. But then again, take a look what happens here. The candle actually flips and now turns into a red candle. So those buyers could not hold it all. All right. Once again, the wicks tell us the story. That's the big deal of what we're focused on right now. The wick is telling me that we had a strong rejection of buyers trying to hold this ticker. So if I see this sort of candle, this is absolutely perfect for me to take a trade. I see a very nice rejection. Price closes red with almost a full body. This is ideal. Okay. If you went back to what we were just talking about on the candle chart, this is the second most ideal setup we'll have. All right. So if I see this and it goes along with my setup, this is where I'll look to take the trade. This price action is basically confirming for me that, hey, this is a beautiful setup. I love it. I'll play it as is. All right. So if we take our entry on this candle right here with that confirmation, let's go ahead and take a look and see exactly what happens on this trade. All right. So just right off the bat, what we get is a very, very clean move for continuation. And a lot of the time when you guys ever ask me a question about how do you know where to actually take that entry, it all comes down to price action. This is what I'm trying to show you guys so you understand where am I taking the break of structure fair value gap and where am I avoiding it. All right. In this situation, if I did not get a candle like this, let's say if I got a candle that looked like the other one I showed you, which was the neutral, right? So if it would have been a wick, oops, let me get rid of that. If it would have been a wick like this, let's put it into perspective, wick and then candle and then another wick, I wouldn't play that setup. All right. Or if it was the other one that looked something like this, okay, where was a bullish candle to the downside, I don't want to see that. All right. I need to see some sort of rejection for me to be confident and be like, hey, we had buyers try and push, but this candle is just showing me that sellers are so strong that we're just dumping this thing right back down. All right. So that's pretty much that. All right, for this Amazon setup. But do you guys see the candle I'm talking about? The reaction is all that matters. All right. Let's take a look at a few more examples. Let me show you guys kind of other ones we traded. This is the one on Tesla that we can take a look at. And if we really just take a look right here, what we have is, again, a very nice break of structure. So that's number one. And again, why is this break of structure so nice? All right. So break of structure gets a very, very strong candle. If you guys remember the one cheat sheet I was just showing you a second ago, this is the strongest one we possibly have. No wicks to either sides, just a very strong bullish candle, nothing else inside of it. All right. So this is beautiful. This is exactly what I want to see on my trades. And this is what I want to see, not just for entries, but also for a break of structure. This is the same thing that we use. All right. So when price comes into the fair value gap, what do we see? All right. First candle right here, nothing good. That's not a good reaction for me, right? It's just a red candle. It's inside the fair value gap, right? But it's not giving me a good reaction. So I cannot play that setup. All right. The second one comes in and it gives us a pretty solid bullish candle, which is good. It's not the most perfect one. It's not obviously number 1 or 2. But it does give me a nice idea that price came in to the fair value gap. It had a little bit of selling, and we reversed back up off of that wick. All right, so that's not terrible, right? So this is good. This is something that we could take a trade off of right here. If I were to take a trade off of this one, it would not work because there is no reaction there. It's just showing me selling. All right. So this candle confirms that we have a little bit of strength in the market. So what I'll do is I'll take my entry on that candle right there. All right. As always, break the structure for rally gap. We place our stop loss at the previous low, and then we target the next significant high, which in this case on Tesla was all the way right here. All right, so let's mark that out at that high. So, do you guys see how everything kind of works in harmony, right? So many people take the setup and they just see like a little tap into the fair value gap and they take it and it totally fails, right? Or they see a breakout and it totally fails because they're not paying attention to the actual candle of what that price action is giving us. So that's a very important note that you guys need to have at all times. All right. So let's take a look at this trade. You have your target, you have your stop loss. Let's play it out and see exactly what happens. All right. So again, we get a very nice continuation right up to those highs. And why did this setup work? It's because we understand the price action compared to a setup that would not have great follow through. All right. So that's all I want to see. I just need to see one candle confirmation on my fair value gaps, and that's when I take my trade. That's the big key right there. All right. So let's take a look at another example I want to show you guys, and to put into perspective when I would play something and when I wouldn't. All right. So again, on the video, this is a little bit of a tricky one because I'm going to show you guys how I look at price action in two ways. It's not just going to be one that I take a look at, and they're both equally important. All right. So this looks like a good trade, right? You have a very nice break of structure, you have a very nice fair value gap, and everything looks perfect, right? But there's one thing I'm also watching whenever I'm taking a trade, which is how are the candles to the opposite end moving as well, okay? Because this is also going to show me that, hey, did we get enough strength for price to continue, or did we just get some crazy rejection back down? All right? If you remember, this is the worst possible bullish candle we can get. So it's not just the fair value gap that I'm taking a look at because the reaction here is nice, right? But if I really take a look at how price rejected on that breakout, it's terrible. And that indicates to me that sellers are kind of just waiting there for price to move so we can get another rejection back down. So what I want to show you is this. If we take a look at this, this setup ends up actually getting a move. All right. But this is one of those setups though, even though it ended up working out and things like that, I don't want to play it. All right. These are the type of trades where I take a look at and I'm just like, you know, I really don't like the fact that the price action was like this. So I'm constantly watching both sides. I'm not just taking a look at the downside and being like, oh, this is good. I'm also watching the opposite end to make sure that price is actually respecting and giving me that good follow through. All right. That's the big key right there. So let's get that right there. So yeah, basically watch both sides. Don't just watch one of them and be like, oh, price respected and I'm in. No. There's a lot that goes into it, and that's why price action is so important for just not even just my strategy, but every strategy in general. Price action is super duper important. All right, guys. So we'll take a look at one more example to kind of give you guys a little bit more insight into what I would play and what I wouldn't. All right. So on SPY, we have a very solid break of structure once again, right at this high. If you take a look, all right, strong break, strong everything. So which candle do I take my entry on? If you guys want to pause for a second and maybe check for yourself and then see if you're correct, I'll let you guys do that. But if not, let's just continue right into it. All right. So strong break of structure, strong fair value gap. Where do I take my entry? Is it going to be on this first candle? No. Is it going to be on the second candle? No. Is it going to be on this third candle? This one is fine. Okay. Because what happens? This is a strong candle indicating that price gave me a reaction to the fair value gap. Then I can take it. All right. What it really comes down to is just understanding that we're not just taking it on some random candle that comes into the gap. It has to be something that price respects. That's a very, very key thing for me to make you guys understand that it's not just any random area that we take an entry on. All right. The second thing we just talked about with Nvidia, right, is I'm watching how did price act on the breakout. All right. So in this situation, even though we did reject, it wasn't like a massive rejection. Price still kept wicking. Price still showed us that buyers were stepping in even at those highs. So that's solid. We didn't get some like crazy rejection to the upside. So we're good to go. That's the difference between this setup and the one on Nvidia. That's the big difference to understand here. Over there, I didn't have a slow kind of grind down into the fair value gap. It was just like massive rejection right off the breakout, come back into it. I don't want to play that. All right. So to put into perspective, I would have to wait for this candle right here because this was one of those that I just showed you on the cheat sheet, which is one of the strongest candles, right? No bottom wick and barely any top wick. So that's ideal. All right. So ideally, that's what I want to see. That's the sort of candle I would have to see for price to give me confirmation and be like, this is solid for me to take that entry. All right. So just really quickly to recap, that was a few examples of how we use it, but I want to kind of break down a little bit more into understanding how we use price action to also identify the market's, daily movement. All right. So if we come into, for example, on NQ, all right, and on this day, if you take a look, this is obviously on the higher time frame, but I want to break down something a little bit clearer. All right. I'm also watching how price is breaking out at levels to give me an idea of how that trading day is going to be. All right. So if I come into the market and I'm just seeing that we're doing something similar to this, where we just keep sweeping the highs, all right, and then getting very, very strong rejections, and then also sweeping the lows, that's not what I want to see for breakouts, okay? So every single aspect of trading is going to have price action inside of it, all right? It's so important that I can't even really break down how important it really is, all right? So what I do in the morning is if I see a setup, I'll come in and I'll take a look. How did we act at the highs? And what sort of rejection did we get? This rejection type of candle right here is basically telling me we have hidden sellers there and they're just waiting for people to pile into this trade so they can just knock you right back down. So I don't want to play breakouts on a setup like that. Now to the opposite end, I get the same idea. Price breaks, instant wick right back up. So this tells me that buyers are sitting in the bottom of this range. All right. So once again, what is price action telling me here? It's basically telling me that we really have so much chop and so much imbalance in the market that we don't have a clear trend. So I'm not going to be playing breakouts, obviously, when every single time I see that we're breaking out, the candles are telling me that price wants to get another rejection. All right. This is the stuff I focus on. It's not just for entries. It's not for finding our trend only. It's for finding everything. That's why price action is such an important thing for you guys to understand. And it's super, super important that you guys really learn this and put some time into it. All right. So that is pretty much all that goes into price action, guys. I will be doing a review probably next week, or if you guys missed that next week's class, I do class every single Wednesday in the Discord going over pretty much all of these concepts. So if you guys want to join the free live class in the Discord in general, I have a link in the comments below. I have it pinned to the top so you guys can see that, and I hope to see you guys there. Have your questions ready. Ask me anything, whether it's price action or my strategy based, and I'll kind of help you guys understand pretty much everything there is to know about trading. All right. So I'll see you guys for the live class. If you guys want to see any specific videos or anything that you want to see, just drop them in the comments below. Let me know what you guys want help with, and I'll get those videos out for you guys as soon as possible. All right. So everybody take care. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll be back again with another video next week.